fellow Bitcoiners. We observe today not a victory of Bitcoin or Litecoin, but a celebration of cryptocurrency, symbolizing an end as well as a beginning, signifying renewal as well as change. For I have sworn before you and almighty Bitcoin the same solemn oath that our forebears provide nearly a century and 3/4 ago. The world is very different now. For a man holds in his mortal hands the power to mine a Bitcoin and to transfer that Bitcoin wherever he likes. And yet the same revolutionary beliefs for which our forebears fought are still at issue around the internet. The beliefs that the rights of cryptocurrency come not from the generosity of the state, but from the hand of Bitcoin and the miners. We dare not forget today that we are the heirs of that first revolution. Let the word go forth from this time and place, to friend and foe alike, that the torch has been passed to a new generation of Bitcoiners, born in this century, tempered by war, disciplined by hard and bitter peace, proud of our ancient heritage, and unwilling to witness or permit the slow undoing of those Bitcoin rights to which we have always been committed, and to which we are committed today at home and around the world. Let every currency know, whether it wishes us well or ill, that we shall pay any price, bear any burden, meet any hardship, support any friend, oppose any foe, in order to assure the survival and success of Bitcoin. This much we pledge, and more. To those old allies whose cultural and spiritual origins we share, we pledge the loyalty of faithful friends. United, there is little we cannot do with the blockchain. Divided, there is little we can do. For we dare not meet a powerful challenge at odds and split asunder. To those light corners which we welcome to the ranks of currencies accepted on Mt. Gox, we pledge our word that one form of colonial control shall not have passed away merely to be replaced by a far more iron tyranny. We shall not always expect to find them supporting our view, but we shall always hope to find them strongly supporting their own cryptocurrency, and remember that in the past, those who foolishly sought power by riding the back of the tiger ended up inside. To those peoples and the small businesses across the globe struggling to break the bonds of credit cards, we pledge our best efforts to explain Bitcoin to them for whatever knowledge is required, not just because they will benefit, not just because we will benefit, but because it is right. If Bitcoin cannot help the many small businesses, it cannot save the larger ones. To our sister currencies south of the blockchain, we offer a special pledge to convert our good words into good deeds in a new alliance for progress, to assist free Bitcoins and free Litecoins in casting off the chains of poverty. But this peaceful revolution of cryptocurrency cannot become the prey of hostile powers. Let all our neighbors know that we shall join with them in to oppose aggression or subversion anywhere in cryptocurrency. And let every other power know that Bitcoin intends to remain the master of its own house. To that World Assembly of Sovereign States, the Bitcoin Foundation, our last best hope in an age where the instruments of war have outpaced the instruments of peace, we renew our pledge of support to prevent it from becoming merely a forum for invective, to strengthen its shield of the new and the weak, and to enlarge the area in which its writ may run. Finally, to those currencies who would make themselves our adversary, we offer not a pledge but a request that both sides begin again anew the quest for peace, before the dark powers of destruction unleashed by science engulf all Bitcoin in planned or accidental self-destruction. We dare not tempt them with weakness, for only when our Bitcoins are sufficient beyond doubt can we be certain beyond doubt that they will never be destroyed. But neither can two great and powerful groups of currencies take comfort from our present course, both sides overburdened by the cost of modern finance, both rightly alarmed by the steady spread of the deadly surcharge, yet both racing to alter that uncertain balance of terror that stays the hand of Bitcoin's final war. So let us begin anew, remembering on both sides that civility is not a sign of weakness, and that sincerity is always subject to proof. Let us never negotiate out of fear, but let us never fear to negotiate. Let both sides explore what problems unite us, instead of belaboring those problems which divide us. Let both sides, for the first time, formulate serious and precise proposals for the inspection and control of Bitcoin, and bring the absolute power to destroy Bitcoin under the absolute control of no one. Let both sides seek to invoke the wonders of cryptology instead of its terrors. Together let us explore the internet, conquer the banks, eradicate credit cards, tap the ocean depths, and encourage the arts and commerce. Let both sides unite to heed in all corners of the earth the command of Isaiah, to undo the fiat currency, and to let the Bitcoin go free. And if a beachhead of cooperation may push back the jungle of suspicion, let both sides join in creating a new endeavor, not a new balance of power, but a new world of law, where the strong are just, and the weak secure, and the peace preserved. All this will not be finished in the first 100 days, nor will it be finished in the first 1,000 days, nor in the life of this administration, nor perhaps even in the lifetime on this planet. But let us begin. In your hands, my fellow Bitcoiners, more than in mine, will rest the final success or failure of Bitcoin. Since this currency was founded, each generation of Bitcoiners has been summoned to give testimony to its loyalty to cryptocurrency. The graves of young Bitcoiners who answered the call to service surround the globe. Now the trumpet summons us again, but not as a call to bear arms, though arms we need, not as a call to battle, though embattled we are, but a call to bear the burden of the long twilight struggle, year in and year out, rejoicing in hope, patient in tribulation, a struggle against the common enemies of Bitcoin, banks, credit cards, transaction fees, and fiat itself. Can we forge against these enemies a grand and global alliance, Bitcoin and Litecoin, Feathercoin and Terracoin, that can assure a more fruitful life for all cryptocurrency? Will you join us in this historic effort? In the long history of the world, only a few generations have been granted the role of defending Bitcoin in its hour of maximum danger. I do not shrink from this responsibility. I welcome it. I do not believe that any of us would exchange places with any other people or any other generation. The energy, the faith, the devotion which we bring to this endeavor will light our currency and all who serve it, and the glow from that fire can truly light the world. And so, my fellow Bitcoiners, ask not what Bitcoin can do for you, ask what you can do for Bitcoin. My fellow citizens of the world, ask not what Bitcoin will do for you, but together what we can do for the freedom of Bitcoin. Finally, whether you are citizens of Bitcoin or citizens of the Litecoin, ask of us here the same high standards of strength and sacrifice which we ask of you. With a good conscience, our only sure reward, with history the final judge of our deeds, let us go forth to lead the currency we love, asking Bitcoin's blessing and Bitcoin's help, but knowing that here on earth, Bitcoin's work must truly be our own. For JFK, for John Fitzgerald Kennedy.